What's up, DMS? Sam here.
And Jack, welcome to our first broadcast of the new semester.
So, Jack, tell me what's been on your mind recently.
Well, it's funny you ask. Water is actually indeed...
Wait. I already know what you're going to say. Let's splash on over to our first segment with Keegan.
Hey DMS, I'm sure you've heard people talking about whether water is wet or not, so I decided to interview a couple of people and see what they think.
And do you think water is wet?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, my point. So, here's my point to it, though. You know, I don't just think it because I'm just going around. Boy thinks everything. Well, it's like, or say you grab your little dry finger, touch this dry floor. Will my finger turn wet? No, it doesn't. Touch water or anything wet. Does my finger turn wet? Yes.
Okay.
So wet things make other things wet. Pour some water on a wet rag. Does that rag turn wet? No, it's already wet. Pour water on water. Does that turn wet? No. That's already wet. This is Lenny Gallen signing out.
Do you believe that water is wet?
No.
No. And what is your reasoning behind that?
Because if you have water and you add more water to it, it doesn't make it wet water. That's like saying fire is burnt or fire burns something. Like it's not burnt itself. Water isn't wet itself. It just makes other things wet.
Okay, I see. Wet is the description of water. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Well, what's your name?
Dr. Taney.
Okay, and do you think water is wet?
Well, technically it's just a characteristic of water, that it's not technically wet because it's hydrogen and oxygen molecules bound together. So it's a characteristic that we feel. If you submerge your hand in water and it's all the way under the water, it doesn't feel wet. But if you take it out, that's when it starts to feel wet. So it's a characteristic of water, but not necessarily wet. Kind of like you said, it's dirty. I like that.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you've learned a little bit more about this question. This is Keegan, signing out for Discovery Broadcasting.
It was good to see that question receive the attention it deserves.
Me too. But don't you think basketball deserves some attention too?
Well, I don't understand the point of sports that much, but let's bounce into this next segment with Charlie.
Hey DMS, it's Charlie, and today I'm going to be interviewing some people about the battle for the paddle. Let's get to it. DMS, I'm here with
Abby Thompson.
and we're going to be talking about the battle for the paddle. So, Abby, what's the basketball team's record for this season?
I'm on B team, so B team is 3-5.
Are you excited for the battle for the paddle?
Yeah, I think it's our biggest game of the year.
Are you
A lot of
gonna-
anticipation.
And I'm here with,
Luke Stubbs.
and we're going to be talking about the battle for the paddle. So, Luke, when is the battle for the paddle?
January 25th on Thursday.
Are you ready for the battle for the paddle?
I'm very excited for that.
Are we going to beat Liberty North?
Yes, we're going to beat Liberty North.
Okay. So, Luke, what's the basketball team's record for the season?
The A team's record is 5-2.
This is Charlie signing off from DMS Broadcasting. Have a good weekend, DMS.
Man, I can't wait for this game. It might be a close one this year.
Yeah, I'm not really a sports guy, but I do love my geography.
Really? Well, let's travel to this next segment about the geography beat with Jack R.
Hey DMS, my name is Jack, and have you heard of the Geography Bee? Well, let's go to a former contestant, Eli Witt. I'm Jack Ransom from DMS Broadcasting, and this is Eli Witt. So, Eli, when is the Geography Bee?
The Geography Bee is January 25th at 2:30 in the afternoon in the birdcage.
Okay. How many rounds are in the Geography Bee?
Well, there's multiple different topics that get harder the more you go along, and there's a couple of questions per contestant in each topic to see did they study hard.
Mm-hmm. How many people are allowed max in the Geography Bee?
I don't know, because when I did it there was 5 people and they were hoping for more.
So, what is the reward for winning the Geography Bee?
for winning the Geography B, and if you do good enough, you can move on to different levels of the Geography B.
Mm-hmm. So what was it like to be the Geography B contestant?
Being a Geography B contestant was fun because I got to compete against my friends in something that we all liked and see who knew more.
Mm-hmm. So how hard is the Geography B, and can you give us a sample question?
Yeah, like it was sort of easy at the beginning, and as it got farther in, it got harder. And an example of one of the questions is, like, one question was, what state was Abraham Lincoln born in?
Okay. Thank you, Eli, for this interview. This was Jack Ransom, signing off for DMS
My name is
Broadcast.
Michael, and today I'm be interviewing a few people about where France is suing Apple for purposely slowing down their old iPhones.
Jackson.
And what type of iPhone do you have?
An iPhone 6S.
And have you ever had on one of your old iPhones the battery dies before it's hit 0%?
With my iPhone 5, it happened a lot, yeah.
And why do you think this happens?
I think it's just because, like, a battery problem, just like a manufacturer kind of thing.
All right, and have you heard about Apple getting sued by the country of France because they're purposely slowing down old iPhones?
I heard about it on the news somewhere, yeah.
And do you think it was right for Apple to do this?
Definitely not.
Carson Sullivan.
And what type of phone do you have?
iPhone 7.
And have you ever had one of your old phones die before it hit 0%?
Yes.
And why do you think this happens?
Because Apple wants more money.
And are you aware that Apple's getting sued by France because they're purposely slowing down their old phones?
Yes.
And do you think it was right for Apple to do this?
No.
Alright, that's all, DMS. See you guys next time.
Dude, my phone just died.
Oh, man. Hold up. Oh, we're on the air. Have you joined any clubs lately?
No, but I've been looking for one. Let's learn a little more about a pretty cool club called Common Ground.
Hey DMS, today I'm going to tell you a bit about the school's diversity club, Common Ground.
We created this club last year because we wanted kids to be more informed about what's happening in the world around them, and we wanted them to know a little bit more about diversity. We talk about race, religion. We have a group of kids that come at 6:15 to kind of organize what we're going to talk about, but they're 6:45 on Tuesdays, and we are also on Instagram, so you can watch us live if you can't make it here in the morning.
How did you become a leader of the club?
At the beginning of the year, there was the club fair, and I decided to go there and help run the booth, and whoever showed up, Mr. Holt is appointed as a leader. So each month we have a different topic, whether that be religion or race, and during that month we focus in on that.
Why did you decide to join Diversity Club?
I joined Diversity Club because I believe that diversity is a good thing and that everyone should learn about equality.
What is your favorite part about the club?
There's a lot of things to like about Common Ground, and my favorite is probably like the lessons that we talk about and stuff like that.
Why should someone join this club?
Because it's awesome, and we really have in-depth adult conversations about things in the world.
I believe people should join the club because we learn about diversity and we educate ourselves on the differences of people in our community.
Well, for one, there's free food, and that's always a plus. And it's just a great experience for everyone to be together and to learn about certain topics.
And Common Ground doesn't just talk about topics. They go out in the community to make a difference with fundraisers and other things. For more information, you can visit their website at the link shown on screen. I hope to see you at the next meeting. This is Cora signing off for DMS Broadcasting. Have a good weekend, DMS.
What's up, DMS? It's your favorite Manus here. Now, I think it's safe to assume that almost all of us listen to music. But what do the students and teachers at DMS listen to? I decided to find out. This is Music and Stuff.
What's your name? Sam. What do you listen to genre-wise?
I listen to rock and trap.
Okay. What do you use to listen to music? Like Spotify, SoundCloud, Pandora?
I don't use any of those actually. I use YouTube Music. I have a playlist on there. 2 different playlists. One for rock, one for trap.
Okay.
So.
Do you have a favorite artist?
For rock, Five Finger Death Punch is pretty good. For trap, not really. Any good song is good.
Okay. What's your name?
Jones.
What do you use to listen to music?
Apple Music.
Okay. What do you listen to genre-wise?
Probably rap.
Okay. Do you have a favorite artist?
Probably G-Eazy.
Do you have a favorite song of his?
No.
Alright, thank you. What's your name?
Garrett True.
What do you use to listen to music? Like Pandora, Spotify?
Spotify.
Okay. What do you listen to, like, genre-wise?
A little bit of everything, really. I mean,
Do you have
like
a favorite?
mix it up.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite artist?
Currently, probably Father John Misty.
Alright, thank you.
Well, now that we've learned about different types of music, let's throw it back to Jack and Sam in the studio. This has been your favorite Manus for DMS Broadcasting.
With our classes starting at 7:15, many students come to our school without getting as much sleep as they should. According to a UCLA health study, the average middle schooler needs at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep a day. They recommend that all students get 9 hours or more a night. Let's go to checking with some DMS students to see if they're getting their rest.
On an average school night, what time do you go to sleep and wake up?
I go to bed around 11:30 and wake up at 5:30.
When you get to school and start your day, do you still feel tired?
Yes, I do still feel tired.
If you could have school start later and end later, would you get more sleep and do that?
No, I wouldn't do that because I've done it before at my old school and it's not fun getting out really late.
On an average school night, what time do you go to sleep and wake up?
I go to sleep around 10 and wake up at like 5:30.
When you get to school and start your day, do you still feel tired?
Yeah, I'm really tired.
Would you like to have school end later and get more sleep?
I don't know. At my old school, we had something like that, and we didn't have to wake up as early. And it was like nice that you didn't have to wake up early, but you didn't get as much time like later in the day. So I'm not sure. I guess, yeah, I wouldn't want anything to change.
On an average school night, what time do you go to sleep and wake up?
I go to sleep like maybe 10, maybe 10:15, and I wake up like 6 or 6:10.
When you get to school and start your day, do you still feel tired?
Absolutely.
Would you like to have school end later for the sake of getting more sleep?
No. Getting out of like the 3:30 stuff like they have at elementary schools and high schools is, I just don't really like that schedule because it takes up like more of a chunk of daylight, and I'd rather wake up earlier than waste more time in daytime.
Well, now we can see that many students aren't sleeping what they need, but are still glad to have school started early. This is Andrew Gold, signing out for DMS Broadcast.
All right, DMS, that's all we got for today.
Yep, that's all, folks.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Jack.
Have a good weekend, DMS.